doors of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Play fake. Murray. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. After the sack on first down, Murray. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He rifles one that's intercepted.
It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man.
And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
There on the tackle, Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game.
And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Damian Harris, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Folk connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
First down, Murray. This will be caught by Brown. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down. The Cardinals at 500, hit 6-6, and they come in off the extended break from the bye. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Dietrich Wise Jr. able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. The man in motion left here, Johnson. Murray and company going for it on 4th. Going deep for Hopkins. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. There's Murray. Going right back to DeAndre Hopkins. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Deontay Johnson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And that is one, no doubt, that may come back to haunt them because the PAT tied it. They didn't need to go for 2.
I keep searching for an explanation. I know it's quick right here. I think I can search for the next year and not come up with anything that absolutely works. Kick the point, man. Kick the point. I don't get it.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
Johnson on the return. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did.
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. They coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go. But when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Finds his running back, James Conner. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Murray now. Over the middle, complete. It's Conner. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. He's got good size. We know he's tough to bring down running the ball. That also carries over to the passing game like we saw there.
And at his size, how'd you like to try and stop him on that angle route? Him coming out of the backfield, breaking sharply, catching the football. It's going to take a lot more than one guy most likely to bring him down. That was a nice game.
A Cardinal first down, Murray to Hopkins. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Able to get this one to McBride. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Murray to air it out again. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
They'll run for it here with McAllister. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. And the question now, can the Patriot defense hold firm again on 3rd and goal? He'll try again. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2. Now a toss coming right side. McAllister. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and he'll come up empty on the try for 2. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback. No return from Isabella. The Pats at the line, ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goal. Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
You remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Up the middle they go with McAllister. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Murray. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. The ball on the 8 still could get a first down technically, 2nd and 7. And they'll send Williams in motion right. Now a toss out wide to McAllister. And he is out of bounds here. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Murray flips this forward on the jet sweep. And he is going to lose yardage here. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run up the middle with McAllister. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. They'll try again. But he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Prater's kick is good, and that now makes this a 15-7 game. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing, Jones. Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And the lead is up to 15 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Isabella now from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Prater on to add the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Isabella now from his end zone. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Now Jones. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in the 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Buying time to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the 3rd quarter is underway. Isabella now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Off play action. Jones. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Crossing route catch made by Johnson. Now Murray off play action. Steps away, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Dietrich Wise, his second sack of the night.
That's his second sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
This is McAllister, and they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play.
And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. From 19 yards away. And the Cards just continue to roll. Prater for the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Isabella now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel?
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now a play fake here on first down. Downfield and caught by Thornton. A big play there for New England. 47 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. Harris is into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football. But to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner down.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Off the play fake. Jones. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Jones now throwing on 4th down. He's going to take another shot here. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end.
He's got a man complete. A huge play there for Arizona. 57 yards.
It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
And that one spanning an even 65 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats.
On 2nd and goal, Murray.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Patriots are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Jones throw there taken in by Smith.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Dave's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Looking deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Now Jones on 1st and 10.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw taken in by Thornton.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. New England on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
That's swung out wide to Harris.
Touchdown! Damian Harris, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season.
And the Patriots are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Murray's throw complete to McBride.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Murray out to his left. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
On play action, it's Murray. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football.
Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run with Harris. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. This likely a must-have. Third and goal. Back to throw. Jones. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And the Cardinals are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage to try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Play action. Now it's Murray. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. Yeah, he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there.
After what they faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And this will remain an 18-point lead.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because They're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia. And the Cards are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember,
and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Throwing on second and long. Murray, he's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And I tell you from our broadcast booth, because we're pretty close to the 50, we had the best view, a bird's-eye view of that throw. And it was an absolute thing of beauty to watch. Never ceases to amaze me, the arm strength of these guys.
Yeah, and that throw, my goodness, and even 70 yards through the air. First down, Murray. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. And just a yard to go here on second down. Back to throw it, Murray. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Patriots are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Chris Godwin, 64 yards. And the Patriots have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Folk connects on the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
That's one.
Throwing now is Murray. Got a man. It's McBride complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Throwing again, Murray. He's going deep for Brown. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marquise Brown, 46 yards. And the Cardinals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half,
he's got a man complete. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Off-play action. Jones. He gets this to Thornton. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. And a nice gain at 21 yards. They'll try to run with Harris. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Damian Harris, a 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Patriots are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Here we go now as they will again try for 2. They're going to run it with Harris. But he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Going deep for Hopkins. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jalen Mills. But to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Kevin King with a pick.
And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a play is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is.
Oh, he fakes a spike. And that is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Back to throw, Murray. He's going deep for Brown. And it'll be intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Pats come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.